Good morning, everybody. My name is Jeff McCord, and I have the honor of serving as president of Northeast State Community College. And welcome to the Fall 2023 Commencement Ceremony. This is a great day. There you go. That's okay. Commencement is a time to celebrate hard work, sacrifices, and success. Graduates, you are to be commended for your persistence and determination to push forward on your path to graduation. The faculty and staff at Northeast State are honored to have walked this path alongside you, if only for a little while. Family, friends, and loved ones, thank you for your support of the graduates. I know there were probably more than a few times where you provided a shoulder or just someone to lean into. So thank you so very much for your support of these graduates as well. The mission of the community college is to make an impact on the communities we serve, but graduates, Northeast State cannot make an impact unless you do. Some of you will be transferring to four-year institutions, while others will be entering directly into the workforce. And as graduates within the behavioral and social sciences disciplines, your work will help shape how we interact, understand, and connect with one another. Be proud of what you've accomplished and where you got your start, but don't settle. Go out in the community, the region, the world, and make something good happen. So once again, congratulations. We're cheering for you, and we can't wait to see what you do. At this time, I would like to welcome Ross Roberts, Faculty Regent from the Tennessee Board of Regents. Mr. Roberts serves as an Assistant Professor of Education at Northeast State Community College and represents Northeast State and our region extremely well at the state level. Ross.
Thank you, Dr. McCord. Thank you to my colleagues and friends right down here on the front row, our distinguished faculty and staff, and most importantly, thank you to our graduates and to the friends and family that are here to celebrate with them today. I'm honored to be here today in a dual role, first as a member of the Northeast State faculty, and then second, as a member of the Tennessee Board of Regents. And on behalf of the 19 members of the Board of Regents, I am thrilled to bring our greetings and our congratulations for the winter class of 2023. We know what a proud day this is for you and your families, because being here with you today, seeing you awarded the degrees and other credentials that you have earned, is what makes serving on the Board of Regents so rewarding. You are why we serve. You are why the board exists. And you are why Northeast State Community College is here. Our chief responsibility as board members is to make sure that you, the students, have the best possible resources and the best environment possible to learn and succeed. But let's not lose sight that it was your persistence and your hard work that got you here today. Some of you are entering or advancing in your careers, while others will be continuing your education at universities. Regardless of what lies ahead of you, know that you are well prepared. As faculty member, I have to tell you that while today is a major accomplishment and a proud day, it is not the end of your educational journey. I'm sure that we're all aware, most older folks here would say, my learning did not stop when I left school. There's learning outside of the classroom as well. In the last few years, this is evidence, in the last few years, we could all probably look at how rapidly the world has changed, how the economy's changed, how technology has changed in just the last 3 or 4 years. And like myself and people on the stage and many others before you, you have navigated the hurdles that have undoubtedly arose in your path as you were working on your education. But rest assured, you have built a firm foundation here at Northeast State. Your perseverance, hard work, resiliency, and adaptability are all traits that will carry you very far in life. And as a result, you are well equipped to handle whatever challenge is going to pop up in your way. I'll close by saying that you all know how important Northeast State is to our communities across the region. And today, you become part of a proud legacy and can now call Northeast State your home, as you all are now alumnus of Northeast State. So congratulations to that. As I wrap up, I would like to say 3 things. First, go into this world with confidence because of the skills and knowledge that you have gained here. Go into the world with humility because even though you worked hard, you didn't get here by yourself. And finally, go out into the world with gratitude. Gratitude to your parents, your families, your friends, the faculty and staff here, everyone who played a part in helping you get to where you are right now. Again, on behalf of the Board of Regents, congratulations, best wishes, and thanks to you all.
Now, this time, I'd like to welcome Jeff Dykes to say a few words. Mr. Dykes is the Northeast State Community College Foundation Chair. He also serves as the Chief Executive Officer, for Bright Ridge, which is a not-for-profit power company in our region. Jeff.
Thank you, Dr. McCord. Thank you so much. And I will do something today that I normally find hard to do. I'm going to be brief because I know the parents here, you're wanting to see these folks here. But I just want to take some time to thank the teachers and the staff at Northeast State. Thank you for everything you've done to get these folks right here where they're at today. You've done a great job. Thank you all so much for that. And I want to thank also the students and the parents for giving me the honor to participate in this today, because this is your day. And it's those folks behind you back there's day too. I could tell by the pride that when you walked in, they're excited for you, and they should be. This is a great moment from a great school. I want you to take a moment real quickly and look on each side of you. You know, these are some folks that you have met and become friends with. These are folks that you share a lot of memories with, and you're going to share a lot of memories in the future with. And I hope and I'll challenge you to stay in touch through the years. I think it'll mean so much to you to always have someone that you went to this school with to lean on and help you. I also want you to take a moment and look behind you. Now, I know some of you that's hard because we don't want these things to fall off. But if you just look These folks are here because they love and care for you. And I think you all do the same. It is a great moment in their lives to see you sitting here and to accomplish something so great. So I just want to always remember that and cherish those folks. I want to begin with a quote from my daughter's favorite philosopher when she was young. Always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and love more than you know. Now, that great philosopher meant a lot to my daughter because that great philosopher was Winnie the Pooh. And, and I'm telling you, if you had ever seen her bedroom, you'd know she believed what Winnie Pooh said. And those words really stand out because for you, you're here today because you have taken on the bravery of continuing your education, of exceeding past what from high school and everything and moving on and gaining more education because you seek a great career. And I'm telling you, you will have one. You've proven your strength because I'm sure there's been times through these last few years that you've had a lot of frustration. There's been tests that you have taken that you've probably come out of thinking, I know they didn't need to make it that hard. I see some nods on this end. Yeah, that's great. But I want to congratulate this because you never let anything distract you towards your goal. That goal of learning, that goal of graduating and being sitting here today. You've never let that waver, even in times of frustration and late hours at night getting ready for exams. So again, look around. This is a large group here this morning that is here for you. And they're here because they love you. And that's something I want you to, I always remember when I graduated, your parents are there. And that love is something that means more than even this time I spent in school. I'll tell you too this morning that you can accomplish anything you want in life. And I don't say that lightly. I know from personal experience, you can accomplish anything you want. And it's what you want to do. It's that strength and desire that has been placed in you by these professors, by the staff here, and more importantly, by the parents and those family that love you there. You could accomplish, you can do great things, and you will do great things. And I look forward to seeing that in so many of you today. Set your goals high. Don't ever think there's something you can't do. Set those goals high and work towards them. In today's world, if you're willing to work hard, you can accomplish and do great things. I want to tell you one last story, a little bit about I'll say the smartest man I ever knew. This man had an 8th grade education. Now, in today's world, they might not think that man's smart. But, he went to work. He stopped at the 8th grade because he went to work to take care of his mother and his family. He comes from a family of 13, and he went to work after the 8th grade, and you'd think, man, what's going to happen to this gentleman? He worked hard. I know this man could read a book and then quote you anything in that book after reading it. He had that type of mind. And some would say, well, it's a shame he didn't get to go to college or get to go in advance. But, he accomplished great things because the most important thing, he took care of his mother. And he took care of her, and he as he grew, and, starting in the 8th grade working is a different sort of thing. But as he grew, he started and he built a little home. Just a small home. And he raised a family there. And, I say this is the smartest man I ever know because I can tell you that was my father. And what he did for me pales beyond anything I could ever return to him. And remember that, because you have people sitting back here that I am sure have sacrificed and done things to get you where you are today. I remember coming in one night after a ball game. Here's where I get to brag a little. I played ball at Elizabeth High School. Got any Elizabeth folks here? All right. Yeah. Yeah. But I remember coming in late one night after a ball game. I had dropped my girlfriend off. I'd made it to the house and I walked in and my father looked at me. And we didn't have a lot. He raised just a few little cows and it was important putting up hay that the weather impacted you and meant a lot of things to you. And he looked at me and he said, son, is it cloudy out and is it going to rain? I said, Dad, I don't know. And he looked at me and he said, son, don't you ever look up. That stuck with me because, and I will challenge you here, always be looking up, no matter when things are frustrating, when things are tough, or even when things are good. Always be looking up. Set your dreams and your goals high because you can accomplish anything you want, but always be looking up. You know, no matter what you do it out of faith, out of conviction, and in the knowledge that you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. It's evident today because you're sitting here graduating. And if you can accomplish that, you can put your mind and set dreams for yourself that can put you anywhere you want to be in life. I just want to thank you again for allowing me to be here, for the opportunity to share your great achievement, because this is a great achievement. And I want to thank these parents and friends and family here. Thank you for allowing them to come to this school. Thank you for supporting them to make sure they made it to this place today. And as you go out after this graduation, again, always look up and always set dreams and goals and set them as high as you possibly can. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here today.
It is now my great pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker and recent, newly about to be graduate of Northeast State, Mr. Cody Wine.
Shane, he said that you always need to be looking up. I'm going to be looking down for the next 5 or 6 minutes. Good morning, everybody. My name is Cody Wine. Just a little background on why I'm speaking here this morning. I was called on November 28th by Dr. Ruth Livingston, and she asked me to speak and share my experiences as a student. I first said no. I mean, I'm no different than the rest of you here today, but you can imagine how persuasive Dr. Ruth is if I'm standing here now. Even then, I still couldn't help but think why, but I gave it some thought, and I think I figured it out. I'm 41 years old, and most of you probably think I could stop there, but I'm 41 years old. I've been employed for 25 years by Citigroup. If you're doing the math, yes, I started there at 16. I've been married to my wife, Keisha, for 21 years. She's also a graduate of Northeast State, but for my safety, I will not share with you when she graduated. She's older than me, and that's not something you share. We have 2 outstanding daughters. The eldest is Kendall. She's currently enrolled at ETSU. Her studies are taking her down a path of where she can be in radiology or respiratory therapy. And she's kind-hearted and genuine, and thankfully she gets that from my wife. Then there's our 17-year-old senior at Danny Boone High School, Cameron. She's also dual enrolled here at Northeast State. She plans to obtain a degree in criminal justice, where she'll serve our community as a police officer with future plans to transfer into the TBI. Cameron is equal parts mischievous and fierce, and she also gets that from my wife's second personality. What else is there? I currently serve on the board of directors for Second Harvest Food Bank just up the road here. And you can also hear me running this mouth of mine, supporting Danny Boone High School and 3 athletic programs as their announcer. So that's it. That's why I'm here. Out of all of those things, you shouldn't be crying right now. I saw you. That's not good. But all those things in my busy schedule, I thought it'd be smart to add 12 more hours to my schedule by taking classes here at Northeast. As for how it went, well, I was a 4.0 student until I was reintroduced to the world of biology this last semester. And as a banker, you can imagine my anticipation for the day that I could bring up cell division on a conference call. But I guess a 3.9 isn't that bad. Look, I've thoroughly enjoyed this experience here at Northeast State. I appreciate it more now than I did in 2001 at ETSU, and we won't go into that mess. But I'm certain there's somebody here that's in their 30s or 40s wondering if they can do it too, and you can. I thought the same thing when I watched my nephew Ethan graduate from King College. And trust me, it's never too late to invest in yourself. You can do this. And these fine folks would love to have you. Just a few thank yous before I go. First, obviously, to my family, my forgiving wife, and my outstanding daughters. Thank you for supporting this. You've spent quite a few Sundays with your head down while I've been doing my work, so I cannot say thank you enough. Additionally, to my parents, Steve and Cindy Wine, and my in-laws, Tony and Rita Light, all four of you have provided words of encouragement throughout this past 18 months, and I thank you. From a staff perspective, wow, Mr. Wendell Lowe, I first started this process with you back in June of 22. Your support has been amazing. I thank you for that support, but I also apologize for all of my emails. Professor Kate Strain, thank you for the kind words you shared while I was your student, my first semester back after 22 years away from school. Your feedback, albeit online, gave me confidence during my first semester that stuck with me throughout this entire time, and I thank you. Professors Ellen Church and Dr. Ruth Livingston, the one who got me into this speaking mess this morning. Thank you both for accepting me as your student this semester and allowing me to complete your courses as independent studies. Your flexibility in your schedules allowed me to meet my goal here, which was graduating in this semester. I'm certainly sure that my attending your class as an independent study this semester was a curveball thrown at you that you didn't expect, but you certainly knocked it out of the park and allowed me to do the same. And then finally, to the leadership here at Northeast State, thank you for investing in the online platform. Without that option and the professors who support it, I would not have earned this opportunity to speak here today, certainly boring this fine audience we have. And in closing, to my fellow graduates, congratulations. I did not share with a lot of folks that I was speaking today because, well, the first person I shared it with said Northeast State was looking for the old guy. And he's probably right. And trust me, these wrinkles and this ungodly hairline will chase you down quick enough because 40s come quickly. But let me share this with you as I leave in closing. Linda Ellis wrote a piece titled The Dash Poem, and it was shared to me by a friend who lost a son and a brother in a very short span of time. I don't have time to share the full poem, but I will share a paraphrase message that I shared with my nephew Ethan. He graduated King. Basically, Linda Ellis wrote that shortly after you're laid to rest, there'll be a headstone put into place there. It'll have your name, your date of birth, the date you pass, some scripture, and who knows, maybe your favorite Taylor Swift lyrics. But those aren't the most important things. What's the most important is the dash. The dash between those dates represents all the time you had on this earth, all of your accomplishments, your relationships, and your decisions. Make good decisions, people. Be proud of your dash. As of this morning, I'm a little bit more proud of mine. Thank you.
It is now time to present our graduates. Members of the graduating class of 2023, please stand. Dr. McCord, each of these students have completed all requirements in a degree or certificate program. It is with great pleasure that the faculty and I present to you the Northeast State Community College graduating class of 2023. Graduates, you may move the tassel on your cap from the right to the left to signify your graduation.
Thank you, Dr. Marshall. Graduates, by virtue of authority vested in me by the state of Tennessee and the Tennessee Board of Regents, I hereby confer these degrees and certificates with all the rights, privileges, and honors to which they are entitled. We can clap again.
The following students are completing degree requirements for the technical certificate in the Division of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Lindsay Lee Altizer. Emma Marie Byington. The following students are completing degree requirements for an Associate of Applied Science in the Division of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Caroline Gilbert. Rakoya M. Hyde, summa cum laude. Hannah Lyons. Michelle Renee Malone, cum laude. Alicia Jean Murrieta. The following students are completing degree requirements for an Associate of Science in Teaching in the Division of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Hannah Collins. Abigail M. Cowden, summa cum laude. Katie Aileen White. Brittany Wilkins, summa cum laude. The following students are completing degree requirements for an Associate of Arts in the Division of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Brandy Osborne. Caleb M. Vogel. The following students are completing degree requirements for an Associate of Science in the Division of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Allison Ann Abla, cum laude. James Michael Armstrong. Sarah Ann Balance, cum laude. Candace Ann Bennett, cum laude. Caitlin Page Boer. Cheyenne Marie Branham. Whitney Nicole Gillis. D. Jaden Green. Alisa Harris, summa cum laude. Christiana Harvey. Brianna Marie Henderson. Christina Maldonado. Kylie Murray, cum laude. Alec Paulson. John Ryan. Eliza Faith Hygen Sanders. Bailey Stoller. Destiny Faith Story. Jalen Troy. Anais Angeles Vinales. Cheyenne Whitman. Cody L. Wine, summa cum laude. Clara Wood.
There, we had to wait for you to sit down really quick. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of Northeast State Community College class of 2023. Before we leave, I'd like to thank the Northeast State faculty and staff who helped make this event possible. You know, we decided intentionally to make them smaller, have more and make them smaller so we could have the family and friends and here and the loved ones here so we could take the time and give this ceremony its just due. Specifically, Deidre, closest staff that helped put this on, Heidi Mellons and Samantha Rowlett specifically. So thank you for the faculty and staff who put this on. Parents, guests, friends, and family, on this day, you'll celebrate the success of your loved one. It is a really good day. Graduates, go get them. Thank you, guys.